We are live. This is a very special Saturday night strike because, well, I just kind of feel like going live tonight. Yeah. Am I doing anything? No, I might be playing some video games in a few minutes, but other than that, I'm not doing anything. So, if anybody wants to jump in, I will throw the link out there for the masses, so we can sit down, have a conversation, and hang out. So there we go. The link is out there in the wind, so to speak. So let's see. Is anybody else live out there right now? No. See, the thing is, Yankee used to not do as many chats, and then Yankee started to do chats all the damn time, taking up all my time slots. So you know what? Nuts to Yankee. There we go. So, anyways, but yeah, if anybody wants to jump in and hang out, they're more than welcome to. There you go. Yeah. All right. Scott79 is out there. Hello, Scott. Mr. FNH is out there. Anybody else that wants to jump in, they're more than welcome to. But yeah, I just figured I'd go live because Warsaw asked if I was going to do anything tonight, and I said no, but that doesn't mean I might not decide I want to do something. So it's Warsaw's fault. No, it's not his fault. No, I just figured I wanted to do something. So, anyways, what's going on with you guys? Everything going all right? Scott, you get any new old rifles that need tons of work? No. I haven't got anything lately, other than that 1911. That was it. Yeah. Uh-oh. The man, the myth, the legend himself, the destroyer of houses. Flying Rich is out there. And then we got another Richard in here. Did I wake you up, Rich?
Hello?
Your microphone.
Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, it's all on.
Rich?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I didn't wake you up, did I?
No. I was on OP and the Smokies, but then I got a reminder that you're on, so I turned over.
Yeah, this is totally unscripted. I wasn't expecting to do one tonight, but
Yeah, that's right. I stayed up.
A couple people asked me if I was doing something tonight, so I figured.
I stayed up until 9 o'clock UK time this morning, and then I just collapsed and
slept most of the day.
Yeah. Well, I got up.
Is that because you're on night shift now, or what?
No, I was on late shift this week, and next week I'm on early shift. They haven't asked me to do any Saturdays yet.
Okay. Scott79 says he managed to snag 2K rounds of Golden Tiger before his local sold out. Scott, was that in 760x39?
Hey, Flying Rich.
The destroyer
if I sing, can you guys guess the character in what movie?
No, I don't do that kind of thing.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
Well, what if I'm going to do it anyhow?
Well, then I guess I'm going to have to plug my
ears. There's a singing video of Chuck Schumer on Twitter at the moment.
Oh, I'll have to check that out. All right.
Someone's got to do a redub.
All right, you guys ready? I'm so lonely. I'm so sad and lonely.
Team America, World Police, Kim Jong-il.
Yeah.
Wow! All right, see, that was easy.
Yeah.
That's only because you know that's my favorite movie. Because I told you the other day when we were talking about movies.
And it was And it was both on Brandon Herrera and Johnny B as well on Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, what? You know, I didn't even notice that.
Oh, you should. You need to go.
I
back.
watched it. No, I watched it.
Yeah. What? Spicy Friday.
That's funny. I watched that and I didn't notice that.
No, yeah. And then Brandon Herrera did the meme review where it was all about obviously Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Okay. Guess what I have in my hand right now, and it's not your first thought.
No, I know what it is. You successfully printed that frame, didn't you?
I got well.
NF-15.
I think he might have gotten swatted by the
Oh,
ATF
no.
or
Cut him off.
Either the ATF or the FAA.
What?
Cut him off.
Did I drop? What happened?
Yeah, you dropped. You went. I thought you were going to say something, and it just went dead.
Yeah.
I thought
I'm on my phone, so the screen went blank.
Yeah.
I guess the screen needs to be on all the time on the phone.
What's the weather there like at the moment?
Oh my God, it was so freaking hot today. Although I did go to the beach today.
Yeah.
You know, in the evening, like just before sunset, it was gorgeous at the beach.
Yeah.
You know, the water's like piss warm. It feels like somebody just urinated on your leg.
Yeah.
But the breeze was fantastic. You know, the breeze was cooler than the water. It was so nice, just so nice.
Yeah. Your shirt for me is still in the USA at the moment on the tracker.
Well, why don't they send both of them at the same time and save the frickin' freight?
All right.
That's what I was trying to work out because it looks like all three are being sent separately.
It looks
my
like
gosh.
Mr. FNH got new tires for his F-150. Awesome.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
He says it's a Frankenstein. He's been looking at getting a long tube header and headers and glass packs coming up soon. Ooh.
I didn't know glass packs were still a thing.
Glass packs have been glass packs have never stopped being a thing. It's
okay.
It's just there's other types of exhaust to use these days. So glass packs aren't always the first choice.
Okay.
But they're still a choice.
Gotcha. So something happened. All right, now just vehicle history on my Genesis Coupe. A couple of weeks back, I did rotors and pads on all four corners.
Right.
I'm not sure when it happened, but in the last couple of weeks, I hit the brakes, and then the ABS pulsed crazy, and my foot went to the floor. I mean, it stopped, but I was like, "Huh, that's unusual," you know.
Yeah.
And it was fine after that, and I didn't think anything of it. Well, today the ABS stability control and the TPMS sensor lights came on. There's no codes, but if I go in and I clear the code, the lights go away for the ABS and stability control, but stay for the TPMS. But then they immediately come back.
Ooh.
And I'll get that same braking thing again. I'll hit the brake and it'll pulse like mad, and the pedal.
Have you checked for any brake fluid leaks or anything?
Yeah, fluid level's fine. I got under the car and I checked all four sensors. All four sensors look good. That doesn't mean anything, just meaning that there hasn't been physical damage to the wiring on them.
Well, no, that's not necessarily true. Have you checked the wiring to the fuse that handles the ABS?
Yeah, no, I didn't check any of the fuses.
So it could be the fuse that goes to the ABS, that the fuse might have gone bad. So it's sending an electrical signal, but it's sending an irregular electrical signal that could interfere with the ABS.
Yeah. Do you guys still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Oh, okay, that's weird. All right, so the screen locked, but you still hear me.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I didn't think about the ABS fuse. I just pulled out my warranty that I bought when I got the car, and I'm like, "Whoop, it's covered."
I mean, if you warranty, just take it to the mechanics for the warranty and have them fix it. You know, because that.
But look, if it's a fuse, I'm going to go out there right now and check.
Yeah,
well,
one of the relays.
I'm talking about is the big ABS fuse that's right next to the engine. And the fuse box is next to the engine. Yeah. So, you might not be able to get a replacement fuse because I've seen those fuses. They're like $100 sometimes. So it might be better just to take it for the warranty and have them, cover it. You hear us, Rich?
Went away now? It went away now, huh?
All right. Yeah, you're
That
having now.
sucks. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I rather, check it out myself and know what's going on.
Well,
Yeah.
what you can do is just take a look at that fuse and look up the fuse to see if it's outputting the right. You're gonna have to use a voltmeter, to check out to make sure it's pumping out the proper voltage. But if it's not pumping out the right consistency of voltage, then it might be the fuse.
Are you fucking kidding me? This is probably the first time I pulled the fuse cover. I had the car in, and they did work on the car, and I guess they had the hood off, and they got overspray all over the engine.
Looks like you're gonna have to wash the engine off.
Yeah, well, they took care of it finally, but all right. So there's a brake switch that's 10 amps. Oh, ABS 40 amp. All right, so there's 2 ABSs.
Yeah, I don't know which one it is, so you'd have to go and get a voltage meter and test it. And that may mean you have to have it on. So
I'm just trying to figure out by their diagram what's where. How the heck? All right, so there's a diagnostics port here, and it says there's...
I'm just giving you one scenario because I've heard issues where some of the newer cars they're not spitting out codes, but it's because there's a bad fuse.
Yeah.
So
there's also you get the relays and that are in the fuse box. They come loose and just need to give them a little shove or whatever. Again, I've had that with cars before.
Another thing is like you could just pull a fuse out and check to make sure that the contacts aren't corroded. If they are, just get a brass wire brush and clean off the contacts, and that probably fixes it. That I've heard happen too.
Yeah.
Listen, I watch a lot of car. I watch a lot of car videos. I work on some of my own stuff too, primarily small engine stuff.
So this is interesting. This is a fuse bus bar, and I've never seen this like this.
No, they have them.
There's a gang of fuses. There's like 10 fuses in one unit, and they're all like 40 amp fuses. And there's a window. They all look good.
Yeah. Nothing's loose in there.
Nothing's loose?
Only the loose nut behind the wheel.
Okay.
ABS. Yeah, everything else looks good. All right. Well, hey.
Just look at that. Try see if there's any problems. If not, your original thing about taking it to the dealer for the warranty, that might be a good idea.
Yeah, it says I got $100 deductible, which is like cheaper than any of the parts.
Yeah.
So, but again, I was just trying to give you some ideas of what to think about.
Yep. Yeah. Do you still hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're loud and clear.
Oh, that's okay. So I changed screens and it works.
Even in the UK, you're loud and clear.
So my wife tells me Trump is on Right Side Broadcasting right now.
Yeah, I heard. I'm not watching it right now. I want to, but at the end of the day, I'm really pissed off at what Biden did, and I really don't need to watch anything else.
Yeah.
Right? You don't need to get worked up more.
No, because Biden is going to take time out of his busy vacation to go to California to ignore the whole Afghanistan situation.
No way.
And campaign with Kamala Harris for Gavin Newsom.
Caramella.
Kamala. It's pronounced
Caramella.
It's pronounced. The only way she got that job was sitting on her knees.
No.
Dude.
That's when she was whoring around with people.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
What is it beeping?
Oh, that's my phone.
He's working on his car.
No, that's my phone. It might be my phone you heard.
Hey, Richard, I got to ask you, collect coins?
Yeah.
I showed Night Strike this, but apparently when I was getting some cash at the bank, I was turning some loose change in, and I looked in the rejected coin bin, and all of a sudden, like, oh no, you got to be kidding me! Out of all things, Yeah, let me see if I can get this on
Out of all the things, he found 2 Soviet rubles.
Again, they weren't like. Hang on. Let me put the.
Let's see if I get it in here.
They're Zimbabwe dollars. They're not worth very much.
No, they weren't Zim. Got some Zim actually.
How's
I've
that?
also got Iraqi.
Well, you found some English money.
Oh. Okay.
Your camera's not on.
Yeah, can't
It's
see
not on.
that.
It should be showing.
It's not on.
No, it's not on. It just says WP.
Weird.
There it is. Do it again. There it is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he found 2 Soviet rubles.
yeah. Russian spies. You got a unit somewhere where you could be like the Russians come.
Is that how it works?
That's a Soviet ruble right there.
Oh yeah.
Soviet ruble.
They've come off the.
Switch it upside down.
They've come off the spy. They've come off the
being
spy ship.
being that I'm home alone tonight, what can I do? What evil thing should I do? I think I'm gonna watch
Okay. Here's what
Deadpool 1 and 2.
Here's what you do.
Yeah.
You can watch TV on the couch, in the family room, in your underwear, eating a tub of ice cream.
Well, I did the ice cream already. So but the 70-inch TV is in the bedroom, so I think I'm just gonna hang out in the bedroom.
Okay, do that in the bedroom.
Yeah. Where's your wife run off to then?
She's been staying a lot with her family.
Oh yeah. They got a problem, haven't they? Yeah, don't run.
Yeah.
Unwell.
So
Sam, if your Anarchy 92's out there. Daniel says if none of that is the problem with your car, you could always just get another vehicle.
Oh, nice. Okay, I appreciate that. Good idea.
If it was a Toyota truck or a Humvee, then Biden would take it and give it to the Taliban. You might be able to trade it for.
For a couple.
Yeah, you mean if it was a Hilux, is what you're saying?
Yeah. A Hilux or a Humvee or an MRAP or whatever.
So
apparently they tried to fly one of the Black Hawks because this guy said, "Oh yes, I can fly.
I can fly.
I can fly," and he crashed.
Microsoft Simulator is not the way to go with training on that.
No, it's not.
But yeah, it's on Brandon Herrera. It's quite funny. You should go watch it. Oh, I laughed my tits off,
Did I? Maybe I missed something on Brandon.
Yeah, but those I put on my Twitter feed. I've put a video that I'm subscribed to this Vietnamese guy that he does like military vehicles and aircraft and everything, and he did a video on the Afghan Air Force. They had something like 200 Black Hawks on order, which obviously that's going to be cancelled. Yeah, and they already had like a whole load of them delivered, but they had another like 200 on order. And he showed some pictures, and the camouflage scheme and everything on them is absolutely beautiful. Some of the best looking Black Hawks I've ever seen. Yeah, because they weren't just one color. I thought, yeah, if I win the lottery, I need to work out what they're going to do with the other 200 because I'd have to buy one,
Yeah.
And I want it in the same camo, It's like tan and green, and they look flipping nice.
Okay, so
what the hell is that?
That
Dalek
is a dragon fruit blooming.
See, I thought those were like maggots or something in there.
What do they taste like?
It depends on the species. I think this is American Beauty. I would have to check. So I need to make sure the pollen from in there gets to there. And I don't know if that counts as me doing sexual things because it actually is.
You haven't sexual.
Well, be careful. You don't want that dragon fruit to get too attached to you.
Oh, yeah. That's what Data Triffids.
You guys ever seen that movie, Little Shop of Horrors?
Yes, we've seen it.
It's the same kind of concept.
Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. Yes.
You need to get that roof on that tiki hut sorted out because every time you do a video, it just looks worse and worse.
Oh yeah. Well, dude,
he's in Florida.
Send me money for the tiki hut rebuild.
Yeah. I've just bought another one of your shirts. You wanker.
Well, you know what, Rich? What we could do is we could set up a GoFundMe for your tiki.
Yep.
But NY Outcast says might be a dirty sensor or could have been damaged by using the wrong type of cleaners. Not
Yeah, I
saying
didn't
that 100%, but it's the common. It's always best to read the cleaner. Can be sure it's okay. The cheap stuff isn't good for electrical parts.
I didn't use any cleaners.
Well, you said
Huh.
they sprayed the top of the engine and whatnot. Could that stuff they sprayed?
Oh
Stop
no,
you
that
from-
was years ago. That was years ago.
Okay.
Now, the ABS sensors are sealed. You know, there's no way to get into them.
And the
No,
wires
yeah,
are snug.
Yeah, they're rubber boots. You know, there's a rubber gasket inside the connector. So, now the only thing is when I did do it, because I have the Brembo powder coated calipers, I did use brake cleaner on the caliper, wheel cleaner on the caliper, and brushed it off and hosed off. Now, the ABS sensor is a sealed unit, you can't get in at it.
I wouldn't
Right.
have thought any of that you've done would have harmed it.
G-Web says dragon fruit is kind of like eating watermelon, pear, and kiwi, but it tastes more like strawberry or pear.
Oh wow! Oh good. Yeah, he got a good description. Yeah. So.
By the way,
Yeah, Rich.
hey G, how's it going? You can jump
Yeah.
in if you want to hang out with us.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rich, I wish you luck on your car endeavors.
Well, basically, it says the ABS system is covered on the warranty I bought, and the warranty is still in force. Even though let's see, I'm over 75,000 miles, so pretty much only the powertrain warranty and like rust-through warranty on the body is in force, and basically those cars don't rust, so.
Right.
You know, it's not like 1970s American cars. In 3 years, you got rust holes in them.
Oh my goodness! Have you seen a rust repair on a vehicle?
I've seen rust repairs on a vehicle where they had to literally cut half of the fender out, get a donor fender, and weld it in.
Sometimes you can't weld them, so they actually have to use fake plastic and actually like it's like
Yeah.
a bonding agent.
Panel bond.
If you can't weld in a new panel, you use Bondo.
Well, not Bondo, but panel bond.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you say not Bondo, but a lot of people use Bondo.
Oh well, I'm talking about people that know what they're doing and should, you know.
People that know what they're doing. It's hard to find those.
I'm just amazed at how much rust any vehicle underneath can get rusted.
Yeah, it can get pretty bad.
Here's the theory: can they actually like glue the bottom of a vehicle?
No. G-Web says it is often available in stores. I highly recommend trying one. Talk about dragon fruit. They taste good. They're like a dozen types and fun to eat because they look so weird.
I have about two dozen different species, and I'm very impressed that G-Web is familiar.
Yeah. No, I used to drink this juice where it had dragon fruit juice in it. It was really delicious.
You ever tried Starfruit?
I think it was one of the Sobe drinks back in the day when they had those Sobeys. You remember those?
Yeah.
They had dragon fruit in one of them. It was delicious.
So I'm collecting pollen because the hybridized species that I have
Need to be pollinated.
They need to be cross-pollinated.
Yeah.
And let's see, it looks like I got one other. Wow, the flower is vertical, so it's going to be tough getting pollen out of it.
Yeah. G-Web says, by the way, good evening all. Fourth thumb.
Hey, Nitro, I gotta ask you, what's your favorite knife?
My favorite what?
Knife, like a knife to use.
Favorite knife? It's called a bayonet.
You don't have you don't have a favorite pocket knife or anything?
Okay, yeah, I've got pocket knives, but are any of them my favorite? No, but do I use them often? Yeah.
Just depends what you want to use it for.
You know, I mean, if I'm going to carry like a normal pocket knife, it's probably going to be a Swiss Army. Okay.
You won't believe what I just picked up.
But a multi-tool right now, I'm still carrying around a Walmart multi-tool I got for like $15. So
I picked up a Karambit pocket knife.
Oh, you got a Karambit. All right, cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
Karambit.com.
You know who else likes Karambits a lot? Hawaii Volcano Squad. He loves Karambits.
Well, the thing I like about the Karambit is it's that curved blade and also its compactness, and also it's using the video game Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
Sam Fisher uses one.
But honestly, if you asked what my favorite knife was, it all in all, I would probably say the Bowie knife. Do I have a Bowie knife? No, because I don't have money for an original Bowie knife.
You can get one from what was it? What was that brand?
Yeah, I can get a copy. I can get a copy, but it's
$20 Winchester one. It's Chinese.
I can get a copy, but it's just the fact that it's not an original Bowie.
Oh my gosh!
Original.
I want an original Bowie knife. Can I afford one? No. But
$200. You get one from Cold Steel. It's like $200.
Yeah, but that's a copy. That's not an original.
The one I want.
Why do you want an original, dude?
Because it's part of American history. That's why.
The one I want is the World War I trench knife.
Yeah, he wants the World War trench knife. Yeah, those are good.
Like the brass knuckles with the blade.
The brush knuckles? Yeah, I saw those.
Yeah.
You want one of those?
Yeah, the one with the blade though.
No, actually, Richard, question: can you actually get stuff like that, even though you got knife control in England?
Yeah, you can have whatever knife you want. Really, I mean, some knives are banned. You can't have like a flick knife or whatever.
No. But I'm talking like as far as like surplus stuff, like
Yeah. There's plenty of surplus stuff over here. You get bayonets and that. I mean, I know people that have got collections of like 300 bayonets. That's all they do. They're either into guns and bayonets or just bladed.
People are giving D23 a hard time because he didn't do his show tonight.
Swords and whatever.
Wow.
G23, get your butt on here, man.
He says he might do a live stream in a few. That's great. I'm going to continue doing this.
Oh, great. He's going to be quirking you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what has just come up on the news. One of the people that fell off the plane the other day has been identified as one of the Afghan football players for their national team.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. So he's gone.
Actually,
one of their good.
Speaking of Afghanistan, like
if we must.
Speaking of Afghanistan,
that's how I feel.
No, like literally, I think it's one of the most. You cannot break Afghanistan, no matter how many times we've taken care of it. It's literally one of the most unruling countries we can't even rule.
Yeah. We weren't trying to rule the country. We were just trying to give them stability. And
we gave them the means to be able to look after themselves, and when the Taliban
didn't want to do that,
and the Soviets did the same, and they failed.
Yeah.
I mean, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Yeah. And as we saw from those guys trying to work out, not a single one of those military guys could do a jumping jack to save their life.
Oh, jeez! You saw that video? That was the funniest ever.
I showed it, a few days ago when we were talking about it on Hit or Miss, and it's just like, yeah, it's just like, wow, the instructor's like, okay, do it this way, and some of the guys, one guy is really trying hard, but he can't do it, and like the guy's like the instructor's cheering on, okay, come on, you can do it. And then he just hangs his head in shame. It's like, never mind. I give up. And I'm like, wow. I've never seen a military instructor give up like that. Because you saw how his head dipped, and he's like, I give up.
I mean, I work out with a trainer, and we do some complex stuff, and I am not the world's most coordinated guy.
No, neither am I. But I can at least do a proper jumping jack.
Like, we'll do jacks alternating, like doing your legs in a split and forward and back, which is a total mind fuck to me.
Yeah.
Nice, Rick. What's that knife that one? It looks like a Bowie knife, but it's not a Bowie knife. It's one of those weird shaped ones in India.
You mean a cookery?
Yeah, cookery.
Come from Nepal. Nepal, not North India, like Nepal. Yeah, north of India.
I also like bolo knives. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, the cookery is the Gurkha knife.
Are those any good money?
Yeah, you can get different ones. I mean, like in Nepal, you have like different villages. The guy will sit there and make it like out of like basically like leaf springs out off of an old truck or a van or something. But they are very good when they're finished, you know. But you can sit there and you can watch them build the knife, and they've got like a little forge in the front of their house, you know. It's quite interesting, like handmade work, you know. I worked.
Find that video.
Yeah, I worked with a Gurkha a couple of years ago at Procter & Gamble, and he was explaining about it all because he offered to take me over there if I want to go over there on holiday and meet up with the rest of his family and some other Gurkhas. And then he said, "I'll get you one of those knives, a proper one, you know, like a proper handmade." And he said it'd be good. It won't be one of these like factory-made imitation ones. Yeah, there's been some interesting cases of them in like World War II when they got overrun with Japanese, and then when the Gurkhas started doing it.
G-Webs is making reference. Is there going to be a score for, you know, how you're eligible to carry knives? If it has, you know, add up the features, if it can be held in a certain way?
What, in the UK? You mean? In the UK, you mean?
Well, he was joking about Biden.
Yeah, right.
I hate to say it, but the Democratic Party is now at the same. Well, we've been warning them, like, dude, this is what we've been telling you for the past decade.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't find it on Twitter, but I found it on military.com. It's this.
I mean, his own party's literally kicked him out of office.
Here, let me rewind it. Okay, this is how bad their jumping jacks were.
Yeah. Well, the problem with some of them, they smoked a lot of like junk, and then they got no, you know, they just fucked up.
See, the instructor just gave up right there.
I mean, is he laughing? What?
No, he's giving up. He's moving on.
He's disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, they're clapping in the air. What? I mean, what the hell?
They're supposed to be doing jumping jacks.
You can't even train these people right.
And these are the guys that ran away, by the way.
Yeah.
No, wait a second. Those guys?
Those guys ran away first side of the Taliban.
Do you remember who was it? Was it not Brazil? What's the other shithole country? Oh, did I say? Oh man, I can't believe I said that. Oh,
you said it. You know, we're PG-13, man. Come on.
In South America, what's Brazil?
Brazil.
Was it the Brazilian Special Forces that were showing these guys? It was like you gave. No. If you saw Call of Duty, or, you know, played Call of Duty, you'd be better.
Wait, are you talking Nicaragua?
No, was it Nicaragua? It was one of these countries. They're showing their elite forces, and they might as well have had, you know, Red Ryder BB guns. They were. Yeah. I was like, if you had a couple of, you know, South Carolina rednecks, they'd be peeing in their pants laughing, and if they're like try to storm their front porch while they're drinking beers, they'd be dead before they blink.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm saying, you know,
what's that supposed to mean? I live in South Carolina.
And do you drink on your porch?
No, I don't have a front porch.
Well, you know, there's different classes of South Carolina rednecks. You know, we got the porched ones and the unporched ones.
Does it really matter?
Well, I really wouldn't expect Florida man to understand, though.
Nah.
In Florida, there's technically rednecks.
Yeah. Florida's full of them.
I'm working very hard to get my redneck credentials.
Yeah. Hey, Nightstreak, I was going to ask you this. I mean, now, what do you see similar to the Taliban and the Mexican cartels? Like,
Taliban's worse than the Mexican cartels.
No, but what topic is in relation with them? Like, what are both of them basically, you know, have the same thing in common?
free guns from the government.
Besides that,
The amount of weapons they got from Biden.
I'll give you a hint. It's a substance,
Oh, opiates.
drugs. So you got
Drugs.
the Mexican cartel selling cocaine and marijuana. Then you got the freaking Taliban selling opium,
Yeah.
opioids, or poppies, you would call them.
Yeah. Jew says they are probably used to wearing the robes, so the uniforms would be new for them, perhaps.
You mean wearing pants?
Yeah.
Here's a thought right there.
Hold on.
Money.
We got $2 super chat from Daniel saying Night Strike only consumes Mountain Dew on the porch. Daniel, you know that's not true. Why do you keep poking like that,
Who
Daniel?
drinks Mountain Dew?
I do drink Mountain Dew, but I don't drink it on the porch.
Mountain
That
Dew's
sounds
nice.
nasty.
That's the first American drink I ever had.
Because I got some of the sugar
Yes.
stuff the other day, where it was made using the old recipe. It's actually pretty good.
No, I went to an Air Force barbecue and I was too young to drink. But I did get some beers in the end. But when I got there, they said, "Oh yeah, we've got Mountain Dew or Coke," and I said, "Well, what's that Mountain Dew then?" So I had that, and I quite liked it.
But I don't always drink it though. So come on. Where's I don't chastise you for what you drink. You can drink Compact for all I care. Okay.
The only thing I drink as a soda is ginger ale.
Ginger ale's not bad. I like
Yeah,
ginger ale.
I'm actually, well, I used to be a fan of Coke.
Dude,
I used to too until they started playing politics.
Yes.
I used to drink all that stuff until I got sick to my stomach. I couldn't do it anymore, so I said, I'm done drinking soda.
Yeah.
So I've been buying a lot of seltzer in the meantime.
I can't handle seltzer. I have to have something that tastes.
I think it's a New York thing.
No, you ever had Coca-Cola where it aged? Like give it a year or so, and it gives it that nice flavor.
No, Rich, my dad's like 10 years older than you, and he's from New York, and he doesn't drink seltzer. And if
I'd
you're gonna
say
say
everybody
what part,
from New York.
what part of New York? He's from Long Island.
Eastern, really?
He's from Long Island. Yes.
Oh, wait, what town?
Hicksville.
Well, that's not east. That's west of where I am.
I didn't say it was Eastern. I just said it was Long Island. I don't know where Long Island is. I've never been to New York.
Yeah, no, you're not missing anything.
Yeah.
I know I'm not missing anything because if I was in New York, I'd be missing my firearms. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I was in one of these Five Below, these dollar stores, and there's this guy, and I don't know if he was on meth or what, but he just didn't look right. And he's coming towards me, and he's kind of like S-walking, because I don't think he was sober, and I don't think his passion was alcohol. So I reach into my left pocket, and there's nothing there. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in New York, and I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of New York, you guys worried about that next month, September 11th?
Nah. Yeah, because
dude,
nobody in Afghanistan knows how to fly a Black Hawk. We got no worries.
And now they only have one building to take down instead of two.
Yeah.
So it's not even that.
So I'll tell you what I'm worried about is the stupid hurricane, and I didn't even realize it.
Did you
because
did you see their freaking
I saw the hurricane that's heading up north, and I'm glad it's missing me. That's what.
No, but did you see guys the concert they were playing there, and it said all of a sudden it came in, and they said, "You guys gotta leave. There's a lightning storm coming."
Wow.
There's literally a lightning storm right next to them. And they're like,
I
"Oh
did
my
not
goodness,
see
you're
that.
gonna get fried."
That other one's hit Mexico, isn't it? It's gone into Mexico.
G-Web's made a funny out there. He says, pro tip, look at the islands around New York, and it's the long one. Very funny, G. Very funny.
The old New York was better, not this new age New York we're
But
seeing
see,
now.
I don't like New York. I preferred New Hampshire.
Oh, you don't miss the old days of the old mafias and all that? Come on, man.
No, because, I didn't have any problems with that.
No, but I'm talking about the old New York. I'm talking about where we had the original immigrants coming in and, post World War II.
The hurricane is heading straight for the Hamptons.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like Biden?
That's where all the rich people fled to when COVID hit.
Oh, great.
Maybe it'll hit Biden.
Now, is Cuomo back in power now?
Who?
Cuomo.
No, he's gone.
I thought he was like trying to give advice or something about.
No,
the
he's
whole
gone.
outbreak.
He's done. He had 14 days, and then he had to get it vacated.
Where did Obama have his party the other day? Is he still there? That was the Hamptons, wasn't
Yeah, Obama had his party.
it? Yeah.
Now he's got to get mailed. Now he's got to get married.
Yeah, that was over at Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah.
Right.
I like flying into Martha's Vineyard because they know your tail number and they greet you by name when you pull up at the airport there.
Because they looked you up, they did a background check on you.
Yeah. Well, they look up the tail number in the database.
Yeah.
So they keep your preferences. They store your preferences for like, hey, you want this type of fuel, or this is what you typically do.
Oh, speaking of that, what kind of fuel do you use in planes?
What kind of fuel?
Yeah.
So
I mean, you don't use normal gas, right?
Yeah, I only run avgas, which is 100 octane low lead, which is higher lead than when we had leaded gasoline.
So you're using leaded gasoline instead of unleaded like everybody else.
Don't tell anyone. Al Gore might find out and get mad at us.
Yeah, Al Gore.
But Al Gore's busy working on the rhythms on YouTube.
Yeah, but Al Gore puts the same stuff in his plane as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he puts Jet A in, which is basically kerosene.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Kerosene. It's like kerosene, diesel.
So jet fuel is literally just kerosene?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's like more refined. So, Caro, Jet A, home heating oil, and diesel are all pretty much interchangeable.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I used to deliver the diesel from my machine, because he had like the tanks on the truck, and he would say, "Oh, I've just delivered some heating oil, and it's in the pipe. Do you mind?" And I said, "No, not at all." And it would just go in like like a couple gallons of it, what was in the hose, and then the rest of the diesel would go in, and it just mixes up.
So, if you actually have a piston engine aircraft that runs diesel, you can run it on Jet A.
Yeah. Because some of the German aircraft in World War II, they were diesel engines.
I did not know they still had airplanes that ran off gasoline or diesel. Well, I thought everybody switched over to aviation, specialized aviation.
Well, yeah, I mean you have avgas. Your avgas is 100 octane low lead.
Excuse me.
So you get avgas and Jet A. Technically, my engine is 160 horsepower, and I could run pump gas, but I would never do that.
Right. But you could, if you had to in a pinch, you could.
I could, but the octane's too low. It's going to burn at a higher temperature. The cooling of the cylinder.
93 octane.
Still, the cylinder cooling isn't going to be right, and I'm not going to be able to lean. Because typically you're leaning your mixture out, but I'm going to need to keep it rich. So your fuel economy goes all to shit.
Okay.
But if you had to use it, you could if you wanted to.
But I'm saying like in a survival situation where you were completely empty. Could you?
Yeah, I could.
To limp wherever you needed to go. M. Gabriel's out there saying, "Hey, what's going on, M. Gabriel?"
So, being a plane owner, there's nothing cooler than being in front of a bunch of people, picking up your cell phone, calling the FBO at the airport, and saying, "Yeah, can you pull my plane out and fuel it up? I'll be there in 30 minutes."
Yeah, Jim Gabriel saying, "Just put ethanol in there instead."
Oh no.
That's racing fuel. You don't want to put that in there.
No, the alcohol is particularly bad because the aircraft, if you have a carbureted airplane, the carburetor was never designed for alcohol. And depending on what kind of float you have, it could deteriorate the float and the carburetor.
And it's not ethanol. It's like methyl alcohol is what they use in racing cars.
Yeah, they started putting that in fuel here, and
Methanol.
you can go on the government website and you put your make a car in it and tell you whether it's
Methanol or methyl alcohol,
yeah,
whatever you want to call it.
So I checked my WRX, but they said every Subaru in the UK is like every model is fine. And then my dad's car, I checked his for him, and there's a couple of discrepancies come up about Toyotas, but fortunately his car is okay.
G-Web says, in my opinion, since so many airplanes have fans on the front anyways, they should be powered by wind power. I mean, a wind-powered plane pointed down is basically free energy.
Here's an idea.
Before jet engines, all airplanes were powered by windmills.
Yeah, it's called a glider.
Here's a crazy idea. I don't think this would be a smart idea, but what if we made nuclear-powered airplanes?
They tried that. They tried that in the 60s. Bad idea.
Yeah, they tried that.
Gun website also says some had a number of windmills on each wing. Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
Sure they did.
So, G-Webs, does Crump have your address? Because I'll get it from him.
Who?
G-Webs, gun websites.
No, the other guy you're talking about, Crump?
John Crump. You know, the
Ammoland. GOA Ammoland man.
GOA Ammoland guy.
The two-way whisperer.
Two-way whisperer, yeah.
Crumpy's funny. He said he fled New York, so he's back in Virginia.
Yeah, he uploaded a little video earlier.
Yeah, I saw that. So, yeah, no, I've read more than a couple John Crump articles on Hit or Miss.
No, I don't read John Crump articles. John Crump calls me and reads them to me. Yeah,
you know, I've got his number. He's got mine, but he doesn't do that for me. I have to actually go and read it every morning. I can't get those wonderful wake up calls where he's like, he calls me up and says, Mike, listen to this. This just happened, and I'm like, really? What?
Oh,
give me the details.
No, the worst.
He just said to you, he's like, Rich, guess what happened?
Oh, G23 is saying his address is in every video. All right, so I got to look at a website's video.
Yeah, it is. If you look under the G-Web
thing,
okay.
Tucson address, because I was going to visit the shop that he has some patches at a shop in Tucson.
I bought my wife's car in, where was it?
Because I was looking at Tucson.
In Arizona.
Yeah, because I was looking at Tucson years ago.
Santa Fe, New Mexico, sorry.
Yeah.
Santa Fe, New Mexico. Oh, middle of bumfuck nowhere. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
I found that gun shop in Tucson before I actually knew about G-Webs, and then when I found out about G-Webs, I thought, that address looks similar, and it was the same shop. And then,
now, as far as New Mexico and Arizona are concerned, that reminds me of, and it's from his TV series.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
Actually, two series. Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Breaking Bad is New Mexico.
It's still in the same
and Better Call Saul is also New Mexico.
I haven't seen either of them.
It's a desert.
Yes, New Mexico is a desert, but you only want to stay in the northern half of New Mexico because the reason why, the southern half is still irradiated.
You keep saying that, like, you gotta pull this up to make me believe this.
Okay, Flying Rich, remind Warsaw what they did before they fired off the nukes in Japan. They fired a ton of them off in New Mexico. Southern New Mexico, I might add.
Oh yeah, they tested it in the desert, on the tower.
Oh my goodness.
You can go to the blast site.
Wait, let me ask you this: is this the one where Indiana Jones was in that field and he had to get?
Yes.
No,
that's
God.
No, that's like
that was Area 51.
Yeah, that's like Nevada later on.
They used to do nuclear testing in Area 51 too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, next door to it.
Next to it, yeah.
Yeah. You can go on Google Earth and you can find when they used to detonate them underground. You can find all the craters. But,
why would they do that? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, they banned surface testing.
So now they just dig a hole and
so then they switched them to underground testing.
So now they just use supercomputers and simulate it.
Yeah, and then later on they banned they banned underground testing as well. And the last people to do testing out in the open were the French in the Pacific. They would detonating them underwater. That was in the early 90s. They stopped.
What's next? Let's detonate one in a volcano.
Yeah, that's the North Korean plan, I think.
Yeah, that's the North Korean plan.
Or the Taliban plan, or whatever.
Yeah. There are a lot of nuclear craters in Nevada.
Yeah, you find them on Google Earth, but they look quite good.
Yeah.
It's like that. You can tell they're man-made.
Yeah, because they did a lot of nuclear testing in the Southwest desert.
Yeah. So John
They
Wayne
didn't do many nuclear testing in Arizona. They just had missile silos.
Yeah, they had the missile site. They didn't do any testing like that. All they tested in Arizona was some of the moon landing equipment.
Yeah.
I was reading up about that a little while ago.
I don't know what's worse, a nuclear bomb going off or a freaking volcano causing volcanic ash.
Yeah.
It depends on when it was.
How about Yellowstone? If that goes
Well,
off, we're dead.
Yellowstone, honestly, Yellowstone erupts. Most of the Midwest is gone.
Yep.
Okay, but honestly, if you live on either coast, you're probably fine.
I don't know about that.
Well, it's the thing that they say it's a super volcano, but it can only cover so much area. I'd be willing to say that you'd be fine on either the west or the east coast, but if you were anywhere in between the west and the east coast, you'd probably be screwed.
Well, there'd probably be a nuclear winter.
Oh, yeah,
Like
you'd have. Well, not
Like
like a nuclear winter. It'd just be an ash winter.
I've been on YouTube more than 10 years, or 12 years, whatever it is, and every year someone will do a video. This is it. This is the year Yellowstone is going to blow up and we're all going to die.
Yeah.
That's like Al Gore saying this is the year New York City's going to be underwater.
Yeah.
Or just like how all the environmentalists saying, if we don't stop now, global warming is going to kill us all.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for it.
Hey, Rich, speaking of cities underwater, California is actually going to go into the, what is it called? The fault?
Yeah, San Andreas Fault. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's going to be like
You can only hope.
What we need to do is get North Korea and the Taliban to detonate some nuclear weapons in the San Andreas.
Listen to what G said. G said they let off nukes in order to study the scaled down effects of the 45 ACP.
It's better to piss off the Soviets.
Yeah, Kim Gabriel says, my dad used to go to Los Alamos Lab.
Yeah, that's it. That's where they made the
Yearly.
first atomic weapon.
Yeah.
New Mexico.
Los Alamos was one of the nuclear testing areas. Back in the day.
You ever been to New Mexico, Strike?
Oh yeah, I've driven through Albuquerque more times than I can shake a stick at. And if you're asking, but what I've driven cross country from say Delaware all the way to all the way to Arizona, all the way to Phoenix, several times, because we were moving my grandparents because they were living in Delaware at the time, and we had to, this is when I was in high school. And they moved back to Arizona, so we had to make several trips with U-Haul. So I've driven back and forth, and then there was another time where we were moving from we were moving from north, the northeast. I think it was we were living in Indiana, and we moved back to Arizona, and we had to drive all the way back to Arizona with one of those huge U-Haul trucks, and literally you go through Oklahoma, you drive through Oklahoma, and then you go through the northern part of New Mexico, which goes straight right through Albuquerque. And I'll be honest, every time I've been through Albuquerque, it was... Rich, go ahead and say it.
Albuquerque?
Yeah, go ahead and say what when you were talking about.
It's a shithole?
Exactly.
How bad is it we're talking?
Yep. Every time I've gone through, it's gotten progressively worse.
Oh, wait. Tucson, Arizona was kind of like, whoa.
That's Tucson.
what we're describing, like what, drugs? We're talking like rats everywhere. Like what we're talking exactly?
I guess if you look closely, you'd see unlicensed pharmacists all around. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
what?
what?
You might see a street rat up close.
Gross. Can't be as bad as the alibi.
Let's just say they aren't taking care of the buildings out there.
Oh, actually, speaking of, nice, Rick. You ever seen Bar Rescue?
Yes, I've seen it. Do I like it? No. Is it my favorite show? No.
I was just recently watching one of the old episodes. And I came across this one where the whole restaurant was covered in black mold, and it was in a refrigerator payment.
Yep.
And there were mushrooms growing on the walls. I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah, but that's like when you see those Gordon Ramsay ones when he goes into a restaurant and he opens the fridge and it's just like a big crap in there.
No, but I mean, like the black mold is like literally growing these mushrooms, and those are spores. Like if you inhale those, that's gonna kill you.
Yeah, you get ill. Yeah, you get like with damp hay and straw, you get a thing called farmer's lung, which is similar to coronavirus.
Yeah. Now, was this place in Tucson?
No, this was actually near Chicago. Wait for that.
Well, that's Chicago.
Lori Lightfoot's neighborhood?
Correction. No,
yeah,
correction.
probably.
I think it was New York. No, correction, New York.
Okay, so New
But
York.
no, the place was bad. I mean, it was bad. It was condemned.
So I'm glad I wouldn't eat there in the first place. Wouldn't go there anyways.
Hey,
New York.
black mold? No, you don't want to be in a 6-mile radius of that place.
M. Gabriel says, in a few million years, Los Angeles will be part of Canada.
Yeah, and Yellowstone will be in Canada.
Then both countries will be smarter. I doubt it.
Well, I keep saying we need to declare war on Mexico and then give them California's reparations.
Actually, we do have the legality to go to war with them, believe it or not. Once our CIA members gets attacked or killed in there, we actually have the legality to go in there.
I won't go in there.
No, but our special forces will.
Yeah, I know.
AKA the SEALs, Rangers, Green Berets. You
know, I know. Anyways.
Oh, Mexico.
Mexico.
Mexico might get the Taliban to help them out.
Actually, years back, Richard, believe it or not, the cartels actually worked with the ISIS back in 2014.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't surprise me either.
There's a lot of idiots going into Mexico to then try and come across the border.
Well, you ever seen
Sicario? Yeah. I've seen the first. The first one's very good. I can't remember if I've seen the
second one. Is actually where they actually had Islamic extremisms.
That
were working with them.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I've seen the first one. I like the first one.
Yeah.
But no,
here's a question. Do you think they're going to do another one?
Another one what?
Sicario 3.
I don't know.
They might.
I'd see it.
Rich, you still there?
Go ahead, Rich.
Fine, Rich.
Hold on.
Yeah, you're here.
You're breaking the car.
Do you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah, the screen went to the lock screen, so.
Yeah, we were just making sure you hadn't left us.
So, Night Strike. So, what do you think about this whole new thing about right now?
Don't even get me started.
No, I'm not saying about the Biden thing. I'm talking about as in what we're seeing. Like, I think animal control is a new gun control we're seeing now.
Yeah, well, that's news to you. It surprises you. Remember the last time we had this with Obama?
Yeah, it was threats, but that was it.
Well, I did say this.
The 22 shortage.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't remember that, but I did remember the that 7 and 6 and what he banned.
Yeah, he banned 7 and 6. Now they're banned, AK 7.62 by 39 when it's become one of the most popular rounds in the United States.
54R, then you got 5.4 by 39.
And 54R is one of the second most popular.
How about 7.62 by 25? That's their Tokarev rounds too.
It's not as popular as like 54R or 39. And
but
I'll be honest.
You get my drift. It's all Russian caliber.
Honestly, 9 by 39 is more popular than Tokarev right
But you get my drift. Like everything Russian based is going to be banned now.
Yeah.
And some other country or some other countries has to pick in and take that spot now.
Yeah, and
Well, there are other countries that make it, just whether they're allowed to get it in.
I know Serbia can.
Yeah, Serbia, because you've got Privy Partisan, and then like there's places like Hungary and that, and the Czech Republic
and Romania.
Because those that Czech gun, that BZ, whatever it's called.
John Brown Productions is
that's it.
Halo.
BC-58. They must have still, plenty of ammunition in production because their gun laws are pretty relaxed.
Sam American 92 says Night Strike ISIS is the love child of Al Qaeda and Taliban. Well, they're not much of anything anymore.
They're still around every once in a while.
But they're not what they were.
No, they're still in places, but they're not as strong as what they were.
No. They got beat down hard.
Well, then you got, was it the Hezbollah?
Yeah, the monkeys in Africa, they're going to be the problem next. That Boko Haram or whatever they're called.
Oh, Boko Haram, yep.
They did an attack this week. It hasn't been in the news much because of everything else going on, but they did an ambush on a convoy and killed a load of people.
Yep.
They've been around for a long time, actually.
Yeah, they've been around for a while, but they haven't done a lot, and then they affiliated themselves with ISIS and the others. So now they're going to start kicking off. You had some Green Berets killed by them a little while ago.
There's that. All right, we've been running live for an hour. Want to continue, or do we want to just call it?
Yeah, we can continue. Whatever you want to talk about.
We can continue, or we can call it a night.
I'm gonna call it a night. I gotta take care of some things.
All right. See you later, Warsaw.
Before I take off here, I'll do an exit. Hold on a sec.
Oh God! Don't say China strike.
You got some sound effects.
What, do you want me to say it?
No. I've got sound effects for you.
No.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
No.
He was.
Can they auto-tune that and make it a song?
I think somebody has already.
America is not yet lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ameryka jeszcze nie jest zagubiona. Ameryka jeszcze nie jest zagubiona. America is not yet lost.
Is that in Chinese?
All right, now you're getting started. Now, you want me to really call you for what you are?
No. I'm teasing you. You know this.
I only know one Polish word.
And that would be?
That'd be Kurwa.
That's the F-bomb.
Yeah. I did ask them at work what it meant, and it's got like a double meaning.
Do you know what suka means?
No.
Bitch.
Yeah. Anyway, guys.
So what's bazooka mean?
Bazooka?
I'm teasing.
Anyway, take care. Night Strike. Talk to me later, right?
Later, man.
Yep. See you later. And then they were free. I did text Tony to let him know you were on air, but he hasn't jumped in, so he must have fell asleep. Yeah, because he was texting me earlier.
I found the Corn Pop auto-tune song.
Hey.
Got in side chat for you. Check that out later. It's funny. But
they keep redubbing that Afghan one at the moment, where you got those Taliban dancing with their AKs, and people keep putting different
guns and knives. What are you guys planning on to get next? I don't know. I'm not sure I can get ammo for whatever I get next.
Right?
I need to get my range built, and then I can get some more.
I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get a 9mm upper for that pistol I've been working on and be done.
Yeah, well, I've got my new Delisle to pick up.
So that's my end goal right now. And then
I want to get a couple of M&P 22s. There's the full 16 22. I want to see if I can get one of those as well.
And then after that, I'll look at possibly getting a FAL.
Yeah.
And then I'm done. I won't want anything else for a while. You know.
But yeah, if I move over to the States, I mean, I've got a whole list of stuff to get. So.
You need to find a little lady that that is single that needs a strong English man.
Yeah, I don't think there is any.
I don't think so either.
Out of all the 2A women, I only know one that's supposed to be single. But, I've had a couple of them lie to me saying they're single, but then it turns out they're not single. But, yeah, I know one single woman in the 2A community, but no, it won't go anywhere. She's too posh.
All right. But yeah, I don't think I'm getting anything. As far as knives, if I get any knives, it's probably just going to be another bayonet.
As far as knives, I wanted to buy, because I got a few more knives, but I wanted to get the Light My Fire ones, but they've stopped making them. And they do a different version now, then they don't look as good. But I've got enough knives. I've got daggers and everything.
Ready, guys? I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna snuggle up with a beer in Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Good luck.
Later, guys.
Later.
And there were two.
And there were two. So with that, we're gonna stick a fork in this one. This one's done.
Yep.
So
okay.
I might do one tomorrow. I might not.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens. So
probably got the Scotsman. He does Sunday nights normally.
Yeah. Yep. I know. Scotsman does it.
Yeah.
But either way, we're down to 2. I don't feel like going any further. So, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for commenting and being part of the conversation.
Thank
we
you
will
very
be
much,
back.
everybody.
We will be back probably Tuesday. So wait for Hit or Miss Tuesday night 9 o'clock. In the meantime, watch some of the other great shows that come on. Like I think tomorrow night is going to be Midnight Range TM show. I mean, if you want to watch Yankees are live every night.
Yeah, I don't watch Yankee anymore.
I know Matt may be doing his Sunday show. Check that out. And yeah, other than that, shall not be infringed. Vicon Dios mi amigos. And
Sleep well.
adios, Felicia. Te amo, Felicia. Te amo.
Yeah, and sleep well when you go to bed.
Okay, I completely pressed the wrong button.
Yeah.
Richard, I need to stop.
Okay. You're breaking up a little bit.
Jump out.
Yeah, okay. See you later.
Later, all.